Hi, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to learn the concept of management, which can comes under the short term or in long term question answers. So what happens is we have learned about what is management, right? And what are the process of management, also the pyramid which shows the level of management. Now concept of management, what do you mean by it? It has three parts here. Concept means the various views and opinions of the management. So the term management, and then as per a view of the school of managements, then again managerial practices which are conducted on a day-to-day basis on the organizations. These are the views and concepts of managements. So in the term management concept, there are subdivisions which consist of distinct activity. So like cooking, teaching, playing, these are some distinct activity which you can also see is a part of management, right? And then also comes a group of people. So management term means that there are group of people who works together in a managerial process. Manager delegates the work and give the authority to the supervisors and all to conduct the managerial process so that we can achieve the goals of the organization. Okay, for example, suppose in a group the HR do the hiring part. Okay, so, and then also the supervisor, suppose in a factory, he kind of control and see and analyze when if there is any deviation when there is a production process going on. Okay, and then the top administrator, they delegates the authority to conduct the functions by the department head, and everyone kind of have the same goal, that is to give the effective output in with the limited resources. Okay, so what happens in this case, everyone works together so that they can achieve the goal. So this is management, the term management meaning comes under there. And then third part is discipline, subdivision. Okay, discipline means it is a process where it is referred to as what is written here. You can see a separate field of study, which means that it is taught in school, colleges, universities to be discipline, which also comes under the management only. Okay, so management is economic resources. What do you mean by that? So economic growth comes when managerial processes are conducted effectively and efficiently. So I am giving you example which is written in the book itself, that coordinates of the resources. Suppose there are some resources which are limited resources, so you have to utilize it effectively so that you can get the effective output with effective and efficient uses of resources, which will give the output, and that should be a quality output. But resources are uses in a limited way. Suppose in oil, suppose I am saying about crude oil and all, we have to extract the crude oil, right? In that case, if you suppose do is waste the when you are extracting the crude oil, you are just effectively and efficiently not using the resources. But management teach us to use the resources effectively for economic development. So economic resource has a direct link with management. Okay, now comes the management as a career. So the term management shows itself that as a HR you have a career in management, as an like account manager you have a career in management, you as a professor also have a career in management. Then you can also say there are a lot of other factory supervisions, marketing, so all are a part of management which you can opt as a career for managerial responsibilities and role. So these as a in the concept part, in first the term management says there are subdivisions which are of, that means which are 5 types. What was it? A distinct activity, a group of people, discipline, management as an economic resource, and then what? A career in management. So these are the parts of first term management concept. Second concept of management says that as per the view of school of management, there are 5 parts again. So which is I will show you in the board, writing it down, the concepts and also the subdivisions. That way it will be much better for you to understand. You don't have to like recite it or you have to memorize anything. Only thing you have to do is understand the terms. What are the terms that are that exactly says what will be the meaning of management in particular terms. Suppose I am saying a distinct activity. What is distinct? Clear, right? One specific roles. So that is distinct, right? And then what is a group of people together working? Discipline means what? It is a study, right? So where we learn disciplinary practices. So that management is part of that also. In simple words I am trying to explain it. And then comes again, what was there, economic resources. So what are resources? Like, that helps in economic development, and all we have resources, renewable and non-renewable, right? We can give an example also. In that way we can explain that it has direct link with management, effective and efficient utilization of resources. Okay, meaning, just try to understand the meaning and explain it. You can explain it very well, just you have to understand is the concept meaning. And then career. So what is career in management? Like, in day-to-day basis how other people's working in management, that is exactly management. So in simple, always learn the meaning of the concept. That way you will be able to elaborate it, and also day to day just link the concept with the day to day practices that is happening in your life. That way you will not be confused. Do not go for parrot learning. Always try to understand the term and the meaning. That way it will be more beneficial for you to understand it in a proper way, or else you will forget it and it will be definitely a hard work for you. So learn it in simple ways. Now I am going to just draw in the whiteboard the parts and also the subdivisions for you. It will be more easy, which will be for you to understand. I hope you got it. Okay, just give me a minute.